Okay, hello amazing people. Welcome to the Rising Again podcast, and I hope you guys have been well. It's been long since I last posted a video, but yeah, we trust in God and everything is okay. First of all, I just want to appreciate God for everything He's done for me. This week has been blessing upon blessing. Like, I was just literally looking at what God told me before when there was all this chaos, and God told me to trust Him, and eventually, like, He did beyond what I could imagine. So, trust in God, and He will straighten your path. So, today, I just want to talk about something. But before I talk about this thing, I want to read a word from the Bible, and this is from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, from verse 15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. Okay, so just a minute. I remember this week I've been having a discussion with my work colleagues about this femicide movement that has been going on in Kenya. Okay, I don't really stand for the men who kill women, and don't get me wrong. Okay, so it's literally brutal, and they should be prosecuted, they should be convicted, and they should be jailed probably. But now, I was talking to my colleagues, and I was telling them, in some kind of way, people deserve the consequences of their actions. So, okay, women, especially young women, you are used to this opulence, you want to live a fake life, you want money, you want material things, you don't want to work for them. So, you go out there, find a rich guy, the way you say you don't want a broke man, and you have the right to choose the kind of man you want. We don't have anything against your will. And you see, God gave everyone the free will to choose whatever they want to do with their lives. And if God respects that, who are we not to respect it? We are just mortal men anyway. So, young women, social media, this opulence, you see your socialites, your idol socialites portray this materialistic stuff. Then you're like, okay, I want to have this life. And you don't know, you can't really judge people by the reels. You don't know what they are doing behind the scenes. You don't know their real life. This is just reels you're watching on IG, Facebook. Please stop being deceived or dismayed by all this opulence you see on social media. So, okay, a young woman meets a guy, then she decides to go out with him probably. Maybe this guy has been sending money for a while, and the girl, okay, falls for it because, as usual, also men love free things, but mostly young ladies, you're like entitlement. You think that just because you're pretty, the world owes you good things. Let me tell you one thing, women, and I'll be honest with young women. No one owes you anything. You have to craft the life you want. As a young woman, you have to sit down and picture this life you want. If you want to have a family, what kind of life are you living right now? I can't go out as a man to bust my ass, work my life off, build some life from the scratch, then I'll come look for a girl who has been wasting around her life, partying, engaging in degenerate activities, sleeping. We call them bed-to-bed midfielder. Like, you probably know all the ceilings of the houses in your place. For example, in Rongai, there's a girl who has seen all the ceilings there. Then you expect me now, because you've now changed, at midlife crisis there. Like, you see these women, when time hits and reality comes, they decide to go to church, and then they are saved, and then now Brio or Kevin the pianist comes to marry them, which is brutally wrong. And I'll advise men on this. When you've decided to sacrifice your life, and I'm talking to kind men, I'm talking to men who are principled, not every man. When you've decided to sacrifice your life and to work on yourself, to work and craft that future you want to have in your life, don't settle for anything. You have value as a man. Make sure you look for a woman who has also been disciplined. She had sexual discipline. We are talking about sexual purity. If your woman has not been, she's been sleeping around with people, if that is the kind of woman you're looking for, please, you'll end up divorced. And I talk about this because I've been an attorney, I've been a lawyer, I've worked in a law firm, so currently I need to go to join Kenya School of Law. But I've worked in a law firm, and I've seen the kind of drama that people go through. I'm not talking about this like women don't go through this too. Women, you also need to choose the right man. If you put material stuff ahead of whatever character and qualities and personality, don't, like, you've literally signed up for the consequences of your action. So what are you choosing? Women, what do you want for your life? Gone are the days where women would just get things because they are pretty. Okay, if you think you're the most beautiful woman in the world, I'm not speaking about this from pain. Just go to your place, stand outside, then count the number of women who are pretty as you are. I'm not trying to tell you to compare yourself to them, but then it will give you a sense of humility. Okay, people are doing stuff, it's not good, they are killing women, which is literally very affront to the law. It's against the law and against the human doctrine to kill another person. But a young woman wants money. She doesn't want to work for the money. She goes out there with a guy. Then, okay, I don't know how naive you are. You meet a stranger online. Then, they sent you 10,000. Just like a girl. Imagine your life. Like, how much time do you have in the universe? How much money can you make as a woman? Why do you get fooled by 10,000, honestly? 10,000. You give out your life for 10,000. Like 10,000. Let us just put it grossly. 10,000. You're giving out your life. I just don't know. Like, is it because we've been brainwashed? Is it because of the entitlement? I don't get it. But a woman, think of your life. Think of the kind of life you want to have. You'll have a family. Why give out your life for 10,000? Okay, so this guy sends you 10,000. Then you decide to go and meet them. First of all, okay, if you're going on a date, my rule would be go to an open place, a public place with someone. But a stranger you've not known for any other time, just because they've been sending you money, maybe they are from a different country, and you watch these movies, I know women love delusion, but at some time, security starts with yourself. If you want to be secure, make sure you are treating yourself like, Jordan B. Peterson talks about this rule in the 12 rules for life. He says, treat yourself like someone you're responsible for helping. So a woman, before you go on trying to advocate for women's rights, men should stop killing women, be your own security at first. Ask yourself, if I go to this place, am I really safe? Don't just be dismayed or brainwashed or indoctrinated by this small money. Your life as a woman is worth more than this money you're getting from people, then sleeping around with them. Imagine, the greatest value a woman has is her own dignity. That means it's her body. I'm not trying to objectify a woman here, but your body is actually of the greatest value to you. Of course, there's a place of the brain, the mind, but like, preserve yourself as a woman. It like, imagine a woman who's preserved herself, how she feels, like, and she's at peace, not the chaos, alcohol, all this. I'm not trying to judge anyone for choosing the life they want. I said I respect that. But at some point we have to talk and have a discussion. Like, figure out what you, like, you're a woman, yes, but no one owes you anything. Men will never give you money for free. And I told my friends this. I sent you 10,000. You think that I'm just giving it to you because you're beautiful. I want something in return. So you're not too naive. You're just too arrogant or ignorant. Let's cut the ties here. Like, stop all this bullshit. Act like you are responsible for your own safety. Don't meet someone for the first time and you're going into an enclosed place. Then we are hearing about all these cases. It's very unfortunate. But imagine if you do that, you'll be used as a litmus test. Because you'll be dead anyway. We can't change that. It's so unfortunate. But there's nothing we can do to reverse. We want to get you back if we protest. I'm not contesting against this protestation or anything. But you'll be lost as a... Imagine how much your family is... How much hope your family has in you. how much dreams, like how much value you have to yourself as a person, then you're throwing all this away. And you know, something about life today is narcissists are everywhere, psychopaths are everywhere, especially on social media. They have the money you need, okay? So, yeah, you need the money, go for it. You go for the money, face the consequences. Unfortunately, you die, people will protest, but your life will be gone. So, women, style up. Like, no one owes you anything. Stop all this entitlement mentality. Work for whatever you need as a woman. When you reach the age for marriage, your husband will provide for you, and he'll also look at the kind of life you lived. So that I'm not just paying the price for a woman who's been wasting herself around. No, I will never do that as a man. And I advise other young men, especially if you're principled, don't look for a woman who has been wasting her life around. I know they say don't judge my past, but no. Look for someone who has been working as hard and has had the discipline you've had. Do you know how much struggle it takes to stay like sexually pure? Like, you don't have to, okay, if you choose to engage, just look for the other people who have also done that. You don't come to me, you've wasted your life around and you want me to marry you. No. Do your life peacefully. No one has the right to judge you. But when you're looking for someone, look for someone who has also lived the kind of life you're living, so that you don't bring all this baggage to a man or a woman who has been working on herself and she has decided to live the right life, which in this modern generation has been criticized. You come to someone and you tell them, like for example, I tell someone, I'm not dating till 28 or 29 or 30, and they're asking me, like, what are you doing? I told them, it's just not my priority, and like, why should I date right now? I gave you the reasons. Like, if you go back and watch my episode on the things you need to fix before you get married or before you date, so go and watch that. This is something I'm working on as a person. But today, it literally hit me. I have a sister, I know I'll have a daughter, and I have a mother. It's against the human doctrine for men to kill women. But at some point, women, don't look at yourself as too vulnerable, so naive. You're not naive. God gave you the brain to decide whatever you want to do with your life. Choose the way you want to live your life. Like, I don't know, but just decide today. If you want to live this way, live it. But be ready to face the consequences of your actions. Yeah, unfortunately, we won't reverse the fact that you're dead. So be your own security. I told my friends, when you see a stranger, the general or the prima facie presumption you should have is that this person is, like, I told them what? Okay, let me try and recall. They are evil. That is the general presumption you should have. And if you see someone offering you free things, I know women love free things, but from today, think twice before you take free things. You think anyone will offer you free things in this life? Unless it's a miracle by God, but God has a procedure. Think about everything you do. I'm just done with this. Like, it's not right. You shouldn't kill women. Man, please stop killing women. Sometimes I know women die from the mercy or the hands of arrogant men they've known and they've been married to or dating. But as I was saying, people tend to ignore the red flags. A man won't come and kill you in the first time, like, unless they are the psychopaths, the strangers. But someone you've been dating, first of all, they threaten you, they'll beat you, you will ignore that. Second, they'll slap you, you'll say, because maybe you guys have something in common, you'll say, I can't go away because this is the only place I know. The third time now, he'll beat you and literally maybe beat you so hard that you are injured and you'll still stay. And the last time now, he'll kill you. So when you see red flags, if you see like your peace of mind is compromised as a woman, please walk away. No one should beat you up as a woman. You have the right to choose your own life. And you are not an object of sex. You have more than sexual, your worth is more than that. So just choose the right life you want and everything will be fine. But from today, Safety starts with yourself. If you want to be safe and secure, so that we won't hear of all these stories, we won't see you in the television, which is so unfortunate. Like, yeah, but if you keep yourself secure, this won't happen to you. So instead of blaming other or the external circumstances, start with yourself and let now the government or the other people see how they can work on the other part. But be your own security at first. I love you all, women. Yeah, I love you guys. You guys are very important in our society. You guys are like, we can't survive without you women. God created both women and men for a reason. So I just want you guys to choose the life you want. If you want to go all out, it's okay. But if you really have a voice that tells you this is not the life you want to live, the guilt after this, choose God. Just go to God and tell him, I'm done with this life and I decide to change today, and be intentional about this. And your life will transform. Everyone has committed evil at some time or has been a sinner at some time. So my point is not to judge you. I've been in that life where, yeah, I was like, it's a flex, like dating a multiple girls. Like at some point I took alcohol. Yeah, but I later realized that this life was not whatever I was created to do. And this is like, I was created to serve God, and I was created to educate other people on the good things they need to do in life. So you women, take care, be your own security. Remember, security starts with yourself, and treat yourself like someone you're responsible for helping. Until next time, guys, I leave you with the peace of God.